Green flag in the air. We're racing down the front straightaway. Here comes Nick Kennedy, 3 wide. Hang on to it. It's just a heat race. Into turn number 1 goes Keith Beach, but Nick Kennedy going to go really to the outside, try to find the racing room. Casey McPherson out front. Keith Beach pitches her sideways. Here comes Kennedy back down to the inside. Mike with problems for the 27 RW, Ronnie Welch. He's going to come to a stop in turn number 4. Caution on the speedway, lap number 1. Off turn number 4, green flag is out, underway. Lap number 1, restart. They ride it down the front stretch to Schultz Auto Body, number 12 of Casey McPherson. The 6K of Keith Beach, the N2 of Nick Kennedy. Kennedy going to take a dive down to the inside. He'll take the number 2 spot. Going to try to chase down the 12 of Casey McPherson. McPherson shows the way in that number 12 ride. Kennedy second. Jeremy Warren up from dead last into the number 3 spot for the 44J. But here comes Keith Beach back on the outside. Warren will take the number 3 spot. Cross flags in the air this time. 3 laps down, 3 laps to go for the number 12 of McPherson. Warren catching on to the back bumper of the N2 of Nick Kennedy. Warren, a feature winner here last season in a rare Penn Can start. Tucks it in line, but Casey McPherson has that number 12 Escort hooked up out there as he sees the 2 to go sign just 2 more times around the speedway. Nick Kennedy in position number 2. Warren is third. Remember, top 3 in the qualifying heats redraw. In every division, they will redraw pit side for their starting lineup. White flag is in the air. One more time around the speedway for Casey McPherson. Here comes Jeremy Warren to the inside of Kennedy as they ride it down to turn number 1. Kennedy keeps the RPMs up the back straightaway. Warren one more time down to the inside, but into turn 3 and 4, final time. Keep your lookers peeled for battle for second. The win will go to McPherson. Second at the line, gonna be the N2 of Nick Kennedy by half a car length over the 44J of Warren. Out of the corner they come. Frankie Kennedy out front. Frank Kennedy a little bit on the pace in the 777. Drops back in line. Out front it is the K2 of Frankie Kennedy showing the way. They ride it down in the turn number 3 and 4. Dylan and Mike Robinson behind them. That is Frank Kennedy. Problems for the number 5 of Josh Wilder. Just put the motor in the car. His horrible season continues for the 5. Race leader comes off the corner. Frankie Kennedy shows the way. Michael Robinson is second. Dylan Robinson is third. Frank Kennedy fourth. Ken Washburn gets underneath the 777 of Frank Kennedy. The K2 of Fly, and Frankie Kennedy shows the way down in the turn number 1 and 2. Dylan Robinson holding down the second position. Michael Robinson is third. They're your top 3 redraw positions right now. Frankie Kennedy shows the way into turn number 1. Dylan Robinson is second. Frankie Kennedy may have found the fuel issue in the K2 hot rod. He sees the white flag, 5 in, 1 to go in this qualifying heat for the 4 cylinders. Flying Frank Kennedy, defending track champion, sets it down to 3 and 4, final time. Checkered flag is in the air. Picking up the win, it's going to be Frankie Kennedy. Dylan Robinson and Michael Robinson third. There's problems for the 777 of Frank Kennedy. Off turn number 4, green flag is in hand. And for the first time tonight, it's not waving. That's the equivalent of going down to the principal's office. We'll see what happens as they ride up the back straightaway. He decided to throw it. Debris in turn number 1. Off the corner, green flag is waving that time down the front straightaway. They ride at the turn number 1. Maybe and France into turn number 1. France on the wild side, maybe down on the low side. They go up the back straightaway. It's all the 56K of maybe. France, here comes Regante up into the mix. Remember, 3 cars will redraw. Regante around the Shibelia 26 as they go into turn number 1, taking away the redraw position. They go up the back straightaway. It's all the 56K of Camden maybe. Winner back on opening night. France back with us right there in second in position. The Montefort Fireworks ride. Then it's the Anderson 11R of Travis Regante. Up the back straightaway, maybe has opened up to a 10, make it 11 car length advantage over the 11 of France as the 11 of Regante makes a power move with a big bad push afterwards. And now France going to go down into turn 1 on the inside, but Regante showing the muscle. He's looked fast all season long in that number 11R machine. Out front, halfway side to Camden maybe. The 56K rides it down to turn number 1 and 2. Regante has got that car hooked up, 3-wheeling, bicycling every way you can, trying to chase down your race leader, Camden maybe. Maybe Regante, France, Moody, Shibelia, and Shibelia. On the corner, parallel, popsicle sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway for Camden maybe. Travis Regante. France, Moody, Shibelia, and Shibelia into 3 and 4. White flag is waving. 1 more trip around the speedway for Camden maybe. Works it down into the south end of the speedway. Meanwhile, Regante up and over the cushion. Here comes the 11 of France, trying to reel him in for second. Into turn 3 and 4. Final time, checkered flag in the air. Picking up the win and qualifying heat number 1 for the XL 600. Modifies is Camden maybe. Second is Travis Regante. Third is Jamie France. They're your top 3 redraw positions. Chief starter Gary Folk looks him over, likes what he sees. We're racing down the front stretch. Will Eastman in the 120 powers it down to turn number 1. Higgs is second, Boyd up to third. Looking to bring Dusty Decker with him as they ride up the back straightaway. Up turn number 4. The 120 of Will Eastman sets the pace. Bailey Boyd is in second. Here comes Fisher underneath the Higgs number 11 for the all-important redraw position. That could have taken it from the 7th to 1st starting position. We'll see later on. They ride it down to turn number 1. It's still the 120 of Will Eastman. Eastman knows how to get around this racetrack. Past track champion. Been a little bit off his game here in the early part of 2017. Looking good in the qualifying heat. Bailey Boyd got a little bit sideways off turn number 4 in position number 2. Will Eastman out front, that wall-to-wall auto 120. He's going to see the cross flags. That's 4 down, 4 to go for Wild Will Eastman. Travis Fisher, Bailey Boyd, Bryce Higgs, Dusty Decker, and Doug Latner. 5 laps complete in the Pepsi scoreboard. 5 down, 3 to go for Eastman. Bailey Boyd closing in on a Fisher 71 machine. They ride up the back straight away. The 120 of Will Eastman continuing to show the way, and he'll see the parallel sticks 2 more times around the speedway for Will Eastman. Fisher, Boyd, and Higgs, your top 4. 1.5 more trips around the speedway. Will Eastman, no stranger to victory lane. Been shut out for the past season here at the Penn Can Speedway. A heat race win's got to go a step in the right direction. He's one lap away from heading back in there. Fitcher is second, Boyd is third, Higgs fourth, Decker fifth, and Latner sixth as they go into turn 3 for the final time. Checkered flag is in the air. Picking up the heat race win is Will Eastman. Travis Fitcher second, third and final redraw spot goes to Bailey Boyd. Rookie to racing, the 4C of Conklin will lead him off turn number 4. Green flag is in hand, racing down the front stretch. Brady Simpson done for the night. The car not able to continue. Ned Fitch on the outside. Paul Conklin down on the bottom. Fitch gets the lead up the back straightaway. Conklin back to second. Williams up to third. Groover fourth. Leading lap number 1, it's going to be the 16 of Ned Fitch. They ride it off into the south end of the speedway. Smoke starting to show out of the back of the 57 of Williams. Winner to start the night out. He's down on the bottom, chasing down Ned Fitch. Fitch gets a little bit up and over the berm. Right rear tire down on the Ned Fitch 16. Had the right front go down in the first feature, and now the right rear. He's got new right sides on the 16 tonight for sure. Jeremy Williams in the Nightshade Motorsports 57, the Premier Lawn Care ride. He's got smoke coming, and it's getting worse as it progresses. 57 of Williams sets the pace. 3 laps are complete. Paul Conklin going to back it up on the track, try to get that machine going. Great job by the rookie to racing, Paul Conklin. 6 laps is the distance. The 57 of Jeremy Williams. Parallel sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway. Groover up the second. Conklin is third as the 16 of Fitch went pit side. Race leader into 3 and 4. The white flag is in the air. 1 more time around the speedway. For the 57 of Jeremy Williams, defending track champion. Paul Conklin facing the wrong way on the racetrack. Gets it turned around. Another great attaboy by the 4C of Conklin as they go into turn 3 and 4 final time. Jeremy Williams. Car may be slowing. Something may be breaking in the rear end of the 57. He's gotten slower and slower all race long. Right rear flat tire, that's the culprit. And still manages to bring home the win. Green flag is out down the front straightaway. Sykes selecting the outside line. Delaney takes him down into the race lead. Hang on to her. Delaney got the car put back together. He's going to spin it around and able to keep it going. Jim Sykes shows the way. Alicia Towner is second. And it's a 3D of Brian Delaney. They ride off into turn number 1. Jim Sykes is second. Jim Sykes racing in the 6th. Towner ends in position number 2. The SIX of Jim Sykes shows the way. Then it's the Towner 9X machine, the 3D of Delaney. This time halfway, 3 down, 3 to go.
Look out.
Delaney with the left rear tire up, but man, he's trying. Down into turn number 3, Wally Hawley sends him over to turn number 4. Jim Sykes on the accelerator, green flag, back out, back underway. Sykes and Towner down the front straightaway. Sykes rides up the back straightaway. 6-car length advantage over the 9 of Towner into turn number 3 and 4. Sykes shows the way in the SIX. Towner right there in the number 2 spot. Parallel sticks are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway. Jim Sykes making his first start here at the Speedway in the 2017 campaign. Rides it in between 3 and 4. White flag is in the air one more time around the Speedway for Jim Sykes. Alicia Towner. Into the south end they go. Final time. Jim Sykes, the SIX machine, former Superstock campaigner here at the Speedway. Rides into turn 3 and 4. Final time. Checkered flag is in the air. Picking up the win will be the SIX of Jim Sykes. Alicia Towner in for second. Credited with third. Final redraw spot will be the 3D. Mady and Shane on the corner. Green flag is out. We're racing Sportsman style down the front straightaway. Mady leads them to turn number 1. Shane up on the cushion. Nagel third. Fourth is the 42 of Bunker. Mike Shane into corner number 3 and 4 on the outside of the Speedway now. Mady down low. Ringing with him the M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. The M16 of Mike Shane and Nagel right there, 1 and 2. Mady back to third. Bunker fourth. O'Hara fifth and sixth. The M14 of Gully. Into turn number 1 and 2. Mike Shane has pressure. The M7 of Mike Nagel. They ride up the back straightaway. It continues to be the M16 of Mike Shane, but Mike Nagel Jr. right there hot on his heels. They ride down to turn number 1. Mady is third. Fourth is Bunker. Fifth, O'Hara. This time, 4 down, 4 to go. For your race leader, Mike Shane, and knocking on the door is Mike Nagel Jr., a 2-time Craig Sportsman track champion here at the Speedway. Battling with the defending champion, Mike Shane, as they go up the back straightaway. Shane and Nagel, the Mike and Mike show up front. And here comes Nagel down to the inside. They ride it into turn number 1. Nagel on the bottom. Side by side into turn 1. Here comes Nagel. It continues to be the M16 of Shane. Nagel, though, right there on the bottom. White flag is in the air into turn number 1. Shane up on the bottom. Nagel down on the inside, hits the hub. Up the back straightaway. Mike Shane looking to keep his undefeated streak alive into turn 3 and 4. Checkered flag is in the air, picking up the win. It's Mike Shane, but a fast closing Mike Nagel Jr. is second. Brian Mady third. Bunker fourth and O'Hara fifth. 8 laps to distance, 3 cars to redraw. But Trelack and Weaver, not good. Trelack down in the turn number 3 with Weaver alongside, looking like a better start this time. Green flag is out, racing down the front straightaway. But Trelack takes him to turn number 1. Weaver hot on his heels, looking hard now, trying to go up to the outside. Nothing to it that time. Kevin Bates in the third and final redraw spot right now, but here comes the stalker. Kevin Hartnett up to the outside, trying to make something happen up there. Nick Petrelak out front and on the hammer. All but turn 2. Weaver is second. Bates is third. Here comes Joey Gramis knocking on the outside, looking to get into the top 3 redraw. What a stacked up front. We ride it down to the turn number 1 and 2. Petrelak your leader. Weaver is second. Third continues to be Bates, but that's going to be the most hotly contested battle on the track. Top 3 make it into the redraw. Right now, Bates is holding on. Petrelak going to have pressure from Brian Weaver on his back bumper. Bates right there in third. He's got a pair of them on the back bumper. He don't know which way to go, high or low. Here comes Gramis to the outside into turn number 3. Bates going to stick it right back down to the bottom. He's got the top 3rd spot right now as they see the halfway. 4 down, 4 to go. Out front, the battle going to shape up between the 72 of Petrelak and the 5J of Weaver. The real battle for third is Joey Gramis to the outside. Bates down low. Here comes Hartnett even lower. 3 wide up the back front straightaway. They hang it on. Kevin Hartnett cannot get any lower on the racetrack. Makes the hole, and it's not going to work, but Joey Gramis up to third. Third and final redraw position belongs to Joey Gramis. Parallel sticks are in the sky for the 72 of Petrilac as they ride down to turn number 1 and 2. Brian Weaver right there in second. Best showing looking he's had all season. Gramis is third. Hartnett trying to go up to the outside and race his way up into the top 3. He'll take away fourth from base by an inch at the line. Down in the turn number 1 and 2, it's all the 72 and Nick Petrilac. Look at Hartnett. Got a great run. He's going to be knocking on the 5J of Joey Gramis. This time the win is in for Nick Petrilac. Weaver, Gramis, Hartnett, Bates, Mady. Will be a no-go on that one. Off turn number 4, green flag is in the hand. We're racing down the front straightaway. Remember, top 3 make it into the all-important redraw position. Mike Colston with a great run on the top side. Into turn 3 and 4, Colston in the 51 shows the way. Pompey right there in the number 2 spot. Darwin Green third. Colston hits up the back straight away in the 51 entry. Pompey and Green. Into turn number 1 they go. It is still the 51 of Mike Colston. Dan Pompey looking to make a hole down on the bottom. DRG right there third. Looking to reel them both in. Off turn 4, Pompey gets low. Looking underneath the 51 of Colston into turn number 1. 3 down, 5 to go. Colston slides up. Pompey into the backside of it. They keep it going down into turn number 3 and 4. DRG going up to the outside. It continues to be the 51 of Colston. Now Pompey going to go out to the outside. He'll motor around him. New race leader, Dan Pompey. Colston now, he's going to go up to the outside. Look at the move, he's trying to make the high-low switch with Pompey glued to the hub. Green is third. Now Pompey misses his mark. Colston tried to do the high-low switch again. Into turn 3 and 4 this time. The parallel sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway for your race leader, Dan Pompey. Colston holding down second. DRG is third. Into turn 3 and 4. This time the white flag will be waving. 1 more time around the speedway for your race leader, Dan Pompey. Colston to the outside. Into 1 and 2. Going to get a good run off turn number 2. We'll see what way he goes. It continues to be Dan Pompey. Colston last ditch attempt. Into 3 out of 4. Checkered in the air. Picking up the win is Dan Pompey. Mike Colston is second. Darwin Green third. Final redraw spot. And it's Joey Colston and Alan Rudalovich. Nick Kennedy, Mike Robinson off turn number 4. Gary Folk with the green flag in hand. We're racing down the front stretch. Robinson with the advantage. Last week's feature winner just gets punted. Nick saves the car, saves them both. Jeremy Warren is off the pace in turn number 2. Green flag coming out. We are racing down the front straightaway. Michael Robinson into turn number 1, your race leader. McPherson up alongside. He's going to lose a couple of spots. Ronnie Welch going to go pit side in the 27 RW. Race leaders come by, putting lap number 2 up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard. It's Mike Robinson, Frankie Kennedy, Dylan Robinson, Casey McPherson, Nick Wilmot, your top 5 as they ride it up the back straightaway. It continues to be the R2 of Robinson showing the way. Frankie Kennedy, you're right there in that number 2 position. Defending track champion. Dylan Robinson is third. 4th is Casey McPherson. 4th, Mike Wilmot Jr. Fifth is Keith Beach. Sixth is Keith Beach. We got a heck of a battle shaping up. Michael Robinson, Frankie Kennedy, Dylan Robinson, your top three. Keith Beach into the pits in the 6K. What a battle up front. Here comes Frankie Kennedy. Down to the bottom, Dylan Robinson looking for racing room. They're all chasing little Michael Robinson in the R2. Robinson going to slip up. Here comes Kennedy with a shot down the backstretch. He tucks it back in line. Dylan Robinson is third. McPherson fourth, and Mike Wilmot Jr. is fifth. Again, Frankie Kennedy down to the bottom looking for some room. Robinson right there on the back bumper of Kennedy. Takes a look to the inside. Three Sunfires out in front of the field. Three wide racing out front. Michael Robinson, Frankie Kennedy, Dylan Robinson. McPherson is fourth, and Mike Wilmot is fifth. They ride up the back straightaway into quarter number 3 and 4. Michael Robinson, middle of the speedway. Frankie Kennedy down low. Dylan Robinson even lower. It continues to be the R2 of Robinson showing the way. Kennedy runs that bottom. Dylan Robinson all over his back bumper that time. McPherson is third. Mike Wilmot Jr. is fifth. This time they put 9 laps up on the Pepsi scoreboard for Michael Robinson. Robinson rides it down the backstretch. 6-car length advantage over Frank Kennedy. Dylan Robinson is third. Passing flag going out to the Wilder 5 ride. As Robinson will go around him. Kennedy looking to go around to the outside as well, as is Dylan Robinson. Black flag to the N2 of Mike Wilmot Jr. The 8S going to go pit side. Up the back straightaway, Michael Robinson sets the pace. Frankie Kennedy second. Dylan Robinson is third. McPherson fourth. Passing flag, black flag out now. The N2 of Wilmot Jr. again going to make his way into the pit area. Tough break for a driver who was running in the top 5. It continues to be the R2 of Michael Robinson. Here comes Frankie Kennedy down to the inside. A bobble wobble turn number 4. Robinson high. Kennedy right there in the number 2 spot, taking a look down low. McPherson hanging with him in car number 12. 13 down, 7 remain. For the R2 of Michael Robinson. Frankie Kennedy right there on the bottom looking for any type of real estate he can find. It's all been the R2 of Michael Robinson showing the way. Kennedy right there in that number 2 spot chasing him down. There will be 5 fingers from Chief Starter Gary Folk. 5 fingers remains. 5 laps to go for your race leader. Up the back straightaway we go. Robinson, your race leader. Wilder into the pit area. It's going to come down to the Mike Robinson. Going to be coming up on the Dave Schaefer 6S machine. Frank Kennedy looking for some racing room still down on the bottom. 17 down, 3 remain. And McPherson right there with him in that number 12 ride. Into 3 and 4. This time the parallel sticks are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway for Michael Robinson. Frankie Kennedy right there second. Dylan Robinson and McPherson. Then the 5th place car is the 44J of Jeremy Warren. Into 3 and 4. Robinson's going to see the white flag one more time around the speedway for the R2 of Michael Robinson. Frankie Kennedy right there second. Dillon third. Fourth is McPherson. Up the back straightaway. Final time. Into turn 3 and 4. Checkered flags waving. Who's it going to be on the corner? Michael Robinson leads them all before. He'll cross the line and pick up the win. Michael Robinson, Frank Kennedy, Dillon Robinson, Casey McPherson, and I believe fifth would be the 44J of Jeremy Warren. Fisher and Regante, your front row, picking up the pace into turn 3 and 4. Out of the turn they come. Green is out. We're racing 600cc modified style into turn number 1. Travis Fisher, yellow on a speedway. No start on that one. Out of turn 4. Take 2. Green flag is out. Again, the 71 of Fisher with a great start. Down to turn number 1. Fisher with the advantage. Here comes Regante and Eastman. 1, 2, 3 up the back straightaway. Travis Fisher out front. That number 71 Hot Rod rides it downhill lead lap number 1. Then it's Regante. Will Eastman right there in position number 2. And they battle it out at the back straightaway. Will Eastman, your new second place guy. But here comes Regante. Leading lap number 2 on the Pepsi scoreboard. The 71 of Fisher. Yellow is out. Problems in turn 4 for the 20 junior of Dusty Decker, the third generation driver. Travis Fisher, your race leader. Wally Hawley sends him over to turn 3 and 4. There's the cone. Fisher's on the hammer. We're racing down on the 4. Fisher again with a great start. Regante right there second. Eastman third. That is Bailey Boyd in the 56K and maybe the 2 drivers in the field that have won here at the 2017 racing campaign. It continues to be Travis Fisher into the north end. He's got a 3-car length advantage as they cross the stripe this time and put lap number 3 up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard. Fisher, 4-car length advantage over Regante. Regante has looked strong in the early going of the 2017 season. Eastman rides in third. Here comes Bailey Boyd turning up the wick. And down on the bottom, battling with the 120 of Will Eastman. That's the 11 of Bryce Higgs. Higgs will take away the 4th position from the 120 of Eastman as they cross the start-finish line. 5 laps are complete. Fisher shows the way. Look at Regante getting a great run off the number 2 corner, but not going to do it that time. He'll tuck back in line. Bailey Boyd knocking right there in position number 3. But Fisher looking for that win here tonight. He's got a 7-car length advantage over the Regante 11S. Camden, maybe he's turning up the wick now. Looking to go underneath the 120 of Will Eastman. That'll put him back into the top 5. Driver who's had a great start to the 2017 campaign. And they click down lap number 7. It's Fisher, Regante, Boyd, Higgs. And maybe your top 5 problems for for Jamie France off the pace, right rear tire down on the 11. And we are under caution. Green flag is out, racing down the front straightaway. Travis Fisher leads him down to turn number 1. Look at the run Regante got in turn number 1 and 2. Regante going to try to chase down your race leader, Fisher, into turn number 3. Fisher, Regante, Boyd. As they ride it down the front straightaway, it continues to be Fisher, Regante, Boyd, maybe. Eastman, your top 5. Travis Fisher looking for his first win of the season. Problems with Bryce Higgs. He pulls into the infield as they hit 1 lap shy of the halfway point for this one. It is the 71 of Travis Fisher, driver who's been in the top part of the field all season long. Cross flags halfway, 10 down, 10 to go for the 71 of Fisher. Regante. The 101 of Doug Latner around over in turn number 4, and we are under caution here on lap number 10. Regante's been good on the restarts, but he's going to try to be a little bit better this time. Off turn 3 and 4, green is out. Fitcher shows the way as they ride it down the front straightaway. It's the Fitcher 71 rides into turn 1. Regante going to go to the outside, make something happen. Here comes Bailey Boyd and Camden Maybe. Fitcher on the bottom, slides up the speedway. Regante in his tire tracks. 11 down, 9 to go for Travis Fitcher. Regante gets a great run off turn number 2, pulls alongside. Regante into turn number 3. Fitcher, Travis, and Travis hang on in front of the pack. Regante with an incredible save keeps the car going from second with a battle for the lead. He'll pick it up in position number 6. Good job by the 11S of Regante. Out front it is the 71 of Fitcher. 13 in, 7 to go, and Bailey Boyd is coming. Yellow on the speedway, debris on the racetrack. Right here, just past the start-finish line. Fitcher shows the way, then it's Boyd, maybe Eastman, Decker, Regante. He's got a fast car. We'll see if we can make it work. That caution may have benefited him. Travis Fitcher into the north end. Here comes Boyd, high, wide, and handsome off turn number 4. Still Travis Fitcher, 6 laps away. Fitcher down to the bottom, Boyd working the outside. The big 5 fingers from Gary Folk. 5 more trips around the speedway for Travis Fitcher. Dusty Decker in front of the field, coming around on his own. Yellow is out. He was running in position. Travis Fitcher 5 laps away from Penn Can victory in 2017. His first ever feature win if he was able to hold this off. Bailey Boyd to the outside. Here comes Fitcher, though, right back down to the bottom. He's going to get a good run down to the turn number 3. Bailey Boyd looking to go back-to-back. He's 4 laps away. Fitcher with another great run on the bottom. Here comes Camden Maybe. We got a 3-car battle up front. Bailey Boyd shows the way off turn number 2. Fitcher is second, Boyd third, Regante up to 4th. Then it's the 120 of Will Eastman riding in position number 5. This time there's 17 laps and lights on the Pepsi scoreboard for Bailey Boyd. Boyd shows the way up the back straightaway. Fitcher second. Parallel sticks are in the sky. They're dancing. Here comes Fitcher. He's dancing down on the bottom as Bailey Boyd rim rides the cushion into turn 1. Again, Fitcher slides up. Boyd slides down. They ride the backstretch. A 163 of Bailey Boyd, the 71 of Fitcher. White flag is in the air. 1/3 of a mile to go. Bailey Boyd looking to double up, and Travis Fitcher looking for his first ever win. As they ride off turn number 2, they are neck and neck. Up the back straightaway, it's going to come down to this in turn 3 and 4. Fitcher with a last-ditch effort on the bottom. It's up on turn 4, side by side at the line. The win will go to Bailey Boyd for the second week in a row. Travis Fitcher with a hard-fought second. Third is Camden Maybe. 4th is Travis Regante. And 5th will go to the slowing 120 of Will Eastman. Colston and Petrelak off turn number 4, ready to go. They ride it down to turn number 1. Petrelak on the outside. Here comes Pompey. The bounty is on the line tonight. Pompey up to number 2 spot. Mike Colston out front showing the way. Here comes Petrelak. Colston sets the pace, leads lap number 1. Then is Pompey, Petrelak, Weaver. Here comes Joey Gramis. Gramis and Darwin Green up to 4th and 5th. Mike Colston sets the pace to turn number 1. Pompey is second, Petrelak third. DRG is 4th, then it's a pair of 5s, 5th and 6th. Out front, the 51 of Colston, the ageless veteran, shows the way. Problems in the back of the pack, the 80-77 involved. the 31 of Dan Solomon and the 14K of Dan Morton. Involved over in turn number 3 and 4. We are under caution. Colston fires on the corner. We're racing. He gets a piece of the inside hub. Comes right up across the track. Pompey going to have to switch lanes. Back down to the bottom. Just like that. Look at DRG up to third up the back straightaway. You see you have anything to reel in your top two. And Joey Grammas threads the needle in 3 wide in 4. Into turn number 1. Colston with the advantage. Pompey right there. Darwin Green. Here comes Grammas. Grammas on a mission. But Darwin Green to the outside of the speedway. Loses a third spot to the 5J of Joey Grammas. Grammas going to put it up on the cushion. But they're all chasing the Dirt Motorsports Hall of Fame member Mike Colston. Into 3 and 4, he pushes. Here comes Pompey. He gets the door open and he takes a step inside. Into turn number 1 and 2, he's your new race leader. Dan Pompey looking for 4 in a row. Unprecedented as he rides into turn 3. As they ride off turn number 4, it's Pompey, Colston, Grammas, Hartnett to the inside of the 1 of Darwin Green. He'll take over the number 4 spot. Darwin back alongside, though. Not done yet. Not going to give it up that easy. Into turn 3 and 4. Pompey sets the pace. The 51 of Colston second. Look at Joey Grammas down on the bottom looking for some racing room to get around the 51 of Colston. Keep your lookers peeled over there in turn 3. Contact made to straighten it out in the turn down the front stretch. Dan Pompey, the Glenwood gunslinger, showing the way over the 5J of Joey Grammas. The 51 of Colston, the 88 of Hartnett, the 1 of Darwin Green, your top 5. Problems in turn number 3, a slowing 42 of Kevin Bates is going to bring out a yellow on lap number 10. Pompey's on it. We're back racing. 10 in, 20 to go for Dan Pompey. Colston now going to get his chance to get down underneath the 5 of Grammas. He's going to take Rocket into the second position. They ride out the back straightaway. Grammas steals it back. Joey Grammas knocking on the top side. Pompey down on the bottom. Here comes Hartnett. Problems for the 77 of Mady in turn number 3 and 4. Nick Mady, the 10 roofing. Ride parked sideways in 3 and 4. He'll get it refired. 11 in, 19 remain. Dan Pompey down on the bottom. Into turn 3 we go. Green flag is on it. Down the front stretch, Dan Pompey throwing it into turn number 1. Grammas right there, second. Hartnett right there, third with a big move. They're all chasing now the 5 of Grammas. He's going to lead lap number 12, the Slug and Slam Construction Big Creek Concrete number 5 ride. Brian Weaver up on the hub, gets her straightened up. He still holds down the 5th position. Joey Grammas looking to put an end to Dan Pompey's reign. 3 straight, looking to end it at 3. Joey Grammas out on a mission. He's bounty hunting tonight. Lap 14, 1 lap shy of halfway. Yellow on the speedway, the 14K of Morton, nowhere to go as the 77 of 80 was stopped over in 3 and 4, got himself going, not quite quick enough. Yellow was out, 14 laps in. Out of turn 3 they come, the green is out, back racing. The 5 of Grammas out front, Pompey right there, second, Hartnett is third. Hartnett going to take a look to the inside of Pompey for the number 2 spot. Halfway this time, 15 in, 15 to go for the number 5 of Joey Grammas. Pompey has pressure from Hartnett. Hartnett will take the number 2 spot. Pompey back to 3rd. Colston 4th, Weaver 5th. It's the 5 of Gramis showing the way. Hartnett is second. That is Pompey, Colston, Weaver, Green, Petrelak, Colston, Mady, Morden, and Rudelovich. Joey Gramis sets the pace. Gramis continuing to show the way into turn 3. Followed in so by the 88 of Hartnett, Pompey, Colston, Weaver, your top 5. Yellow for the 77 of Mady. Off turn 3 and 4, Gramis on the accelerator. Racing down the front stretch, Joey Gramis. Kevin Hartnett to the inside of Gramis off turn 2. It continues to be Gramis out front. Hartnett right there in the number 2 spot, racing the chase. Down the front stretch, Gramis, Hartnett, Pompey, Colston, Weaver, Green, Petrelak. Joey Gramis works it down into turn 3 and 4. Hartnett, the stalker, doing what he does down on the bottom. Again, into turn 1 and 2, they ride. Gramis in the middle of the speedway. Hartnett right down on the bottom. The stalker coming up too. Bounty will be claimed tonight. Joey Gramis into turn number 1 and 2. Now he starts to open up a little bit over the Hartnett 88 ride. Pompey is third, Colston fourth, Weaver fifth, and at sixth is Green, Petrelak, Rudelovich, and Colston. Kevin Hartnett hard on the binders in 1 and 2, and hang on. Off turn 4, green flag is out. We're back racing. Joey Gramis, Dan Pompey into turn 1. Pompey down on the bottom, he inched ahead, but Gramis gonna motor down down the backstretch. Pompey glued to the bottom. Hartnett Gramis still in the middle of the speedway. Hartnett trying to make his way back up through. 23 down, 7 remain. Joey Gramis sets the pace. Off turn number 4, Dan Pompey trying to reel him in as they ride it down to turn number 1 and 2. 6 laps remain for the 5J of Gramis. Pompey rides second, Colston third, Green fourth, Petrelak fifth, and a hard close-in. 88 of Hartnett racing his way back up into the top 5, 5 fingers. From chief starter Gary Folk indicating 5 more trips around the speedway for the 5J of Joey Gramis. Dan Pompey has been unbeatable so far in 2017. That might come to an end tonight as Dan Pompey reels in the 5J of Gramis into turn number 1. Gramis continuing to motor out turn 2. Race leader, 6-car length advantage. Gramis sets the pace into turn number 1. Parallels sticks will be in the sky 2 more times around the speedway for Joey Gramis. Looking to claim the bounty. Into turn number 1 we go. 2 laps remain for Joey Gramis. Dan Pompey, Mike Colston, Kevin Hartnett back up to 4th. And Alan Rudelovich holding down 5th. White flag is in the air. Gramis hits his marks in 1 and 2. Final time. Backstretch re-ride. Into 3 and 4. Checkered flag is waving. Who's it going to be? The bounty hunter or the bounty man? Checkered is out. The bounty hunter gets it. It's the 5J of Gramis. Pompey, Colston, Hartnett, Rudelovich, your top 5. Pulling up into Sunoco Race Fuel, American Race Tire, Victory Lane, the Big Creek Concrete, Slug and Slam Construction, Stone Ridge Realty, Penske Racing Shocks, RPM Engines, Hig Fab Chassis, Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's modified feature winner, claiming the bounty, Joey Gramis. Joey, congratulations. Welcome back to Penn Can Victory Lane.
Yeah, I should have had one a couple weeks ago. I gave it away. I felt bad. I knew I couldn't come last week, and I knew we had a car to win. All I had to do was make one more adjustment. I just didn't have faith in myself to do it. And I didn't have many cautions. You know, we were racing, and it's tough. Pompey's excellent, man. You know, he has his shit together. The straw's really helping him. He's drawing good. But I'm just glad. The one thing I wonder is, where are the people? This guy pays the best purse. I mean, the track's a little rough, but you got to come give him a chance, guys. I mean, there's 5 guys from Scranton that should be racing at this track, and they're not here. Like, I don't know what they got to do. I mean, what can the poor guy do? He pays more than every other track, and they don't want to come support him. That's bullshit.
Talk about the supporters. How about the people that got you here to Victory Lane tonight?
It's a long list of about 3, and they stand right there, and right there. My brother, he gives up so much for me to do this. My best friend bought a new car this year. He wanted me to win, and we won for him. And the other guy will give you the shirt off his back. I'd do anything for him anytime. I'm just thankful.
Congratulations, Joey.
Thank you.
There's got to be a lot of people you want to thank the guy here in the Victory Lane, not once but twice in a row.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my family and my sponsors, Trucks Outfitters, Gary Zupola, Avery's Auto, and Frosty Joe's. And Doug for building such an amazing car.
Hey, congratulations. You are definitely up on top of the point standings. Got to be first or second after that one.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Belly Boy for the second week in a row is your Excel 600cc modified feature winner. The Lechner Service Center Overdrive Automotive R2 of Mike Robinson. Mike, congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane. This thing is a rocket ship.
Yeah, it really felt good tonight. Couldn't really run the high side like I wanted to. It was really slick up top, so I had to make the bottom work.
And work it did, man. This thing's on a rail. How about the people you want to thank to get you back to Victory Lane for the second week in a row?
I got to thank my dad, my mom, my brother, Lechner's Service, Kennedy's Diner, Overdrive Automotive, Witt's Barbershop, everyone who helps out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 4-cylinder feature winner, Mike Robinson. Race fans, it's factory stock feature time. You know what that means. The smell of the 110 octane fuel, rubber burning, mud slinging. Hold on to your seats. Gary's green flags waving. We're racing down the front straightaway. Chris Groover on the point, down to the turn number 1. He'll hold it into 1 and 2, followed by Sykes, Williams, Conklin, Towner. Up the back straightaway we ride. It's the G76 out front. The Gruber rides off turn number 4. Half a car length, make it a car length between himself and the SIX of Jim Sykes. Gruber, the second-year driver, looking good out there all season long. Had some engine issues in the early part of the season. Well, right now he is out front with the hammer down. Jim Sykes is second. Williams is third. Into the south end we go. Gruber, Sykes, and the 57 of Williams, your top 3. Then it's Conklin, Towner, Fitch, and Delaney. Into the south end we go. It's all the 76 of Gruber out front. This time they'll put lap number 4 up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard. For your race leader, Chris Gruber, the sophomore sensation, rides up the back straightaway, opening it up over the 57 of Jeremy Williams. Still to come off turn number 4. It continues to be the 76 of Towner of Gruber. Chris Gruber, a second-year driver, looking stout right now. Over the 57 of Jeremy Williams, a two-time defending track champion in factory stock competition. Jim Sykes rides third. Passing flag going out to the Thrill-Billy Chuck Culbertson. Having a little bit of an off night for the 8C, the driver of the WellToWellAuto.com sponsored ride. Here comes Williams. Is he looking to take it for double? Anytime drivers get a chance to sweep the night, you know they love it. They don't get many chances often. And you know Jeremy Williams would love to do it tonight. But Chris Gruber, the rookie, ran half a season last year, first full season of competition. Second-year driver. Right now looking pretty darn good up there on the top side of the speedway. The SIX of Jim Sykes is third. Paul Conklin fourth. Ned Fitch is fifth. He has a busted left front on that 16. Alicia Towner looking at a 16 of Fitch, definitely busted. He's going to try to clear to the infield, but man, he is down on the hub. He's going to do it. The 16 of Fitch will pull down to the infield. And how about a battle for the lead? Here comes the 57 of Williams. But the Gruber G76 rides on the top side, just like in the first race with Culbertson. The 57 of Williams going to use that bottom. Nobody else is. Gruber on the top side, the 76 machine. Right now it's Gruber, Williams, Sykes, Conklin, and Towner. They got a battle going for fourth. They're in front of your leaders. That's going to come down to the wire. Right in front of the leaders. Here come the leaders at the start-finish line. 11 and 9 to go. For the 76 of Towner, looking for his first ever win. Gruber going to have to deal with lap traffic. Right in front of the leaders. Williams, the veteran, looking to capitalize. What is Chris Gruber going to do as he comes into the traffic? He's going to stay right up on the cushion. And he's going to have to go 3 wide. Here comes Williams. Williams looking to capitalize. Gruber will get around the Porsche of Conklin. Now the Alicia Towner 9 machine right in front of him. They're 4 wide with the lap cars on the top and the bottom. Towner will hold the line up on the top side. Gruber right there in the middle now. Problems for the 57. The 57 of Williams off the pace. And he's going to pull a pit side. No, he's going to stay out. He's got to hold on for 6 more laps. Not sure what happened on the 57. Paul Conklin going to try to unlap himself from there. So second place right now, slowing the 57 of Williams. We'll see what he does when he goes by the pit entrance this time. And the 6 of Sykes will catch him. Something seriously amiss on the 57. The 76 of Gruber, 4 laps away from his first career win. Second place is the 57 of Williams, severely out the pace. Sykes is going to make his way underneath. The 76 of Gruber continues to show the way. Groover into turn 3. Second place is Jim Sykes. He crosses the line. Third is Jeremy Williams. Parallel sticks are up. Chris Groover, the story of this one, he's looking for his first career win, and he rides it down in the turn number 1 and 2. 1.5 laps away from doing so. This time the white flag is in the air. One more time around the speedway for Chris Groover. Groover's about to lap the third place car of Jeremy Williams. Off turn number 4, checkered flag is going to be in the air. In for his first career win, Chris Groover. Off turn number 4, second place is going to cross the line. That's going to be the 6th of Jim Sykes. I believe the bounty is on Mike Shane, $250. Can he win an unprecedented 4th in a row? .602, Craig Sportsman ready to be unleashed. Into turn 1, Shane's got the top spot. Nagel right there second. Mady third. They ride it to turn number 3. Shane with the advantage. Leading lap number 1. He has been unbeaten in competition in 2017. But Mike Nagel Jr. on the outside puts the hammer down. Shane has the advantage. Nagel going to keep that RPMs cranking up on the top side. Mady third, fourth is the 57 of Barton, fifth the 42 of Bunker. The M16 of Shane continues to lead down into turn number 1. 3 laps in, 17 to go. The M7 of Nagel is second. Problems in turn number 1 and 2. The 12B of Branning around in between the corner. 4 in, we got 16 to go. Wally sends him to turn 3. Shane is on the accelerator. We're back to racing. Shane hits the marks off turn number 2. Nagel right there alongside. Barton up the third now. The Hamlin Hurricane, Mike Shane shows the way. Hang on in the middle of the field. Barton and Gully get together. Hard hit. Somehow they keep going. And hang on. Moose Gully into turn 3. Green flag is out. Back to racing. Shane back on the accelerator first. Nagel, though, going to get a good run off of turn 2. Can he make it work out the corner? Shane going to come right up to the top side. Shane and Nagel mating your top 3. Here comes Nagel with a run off turn number 2, but again, nothing to do with that time. He'll tuck in line, try it again. Into 3 off of 4. Shane with the point. Nagel right there on his back bumper. They ride it into turn 1. Another good run coming off turn 2. Nagel going to edge aside. Not quite there, but he's almost. Into 3 and 4. An additional $250 bounty to the winner of this one. And Mike Nagel Jr. making a race of it into turn 1. Nagel loses a little ground that time. Off turn 4, Shane continuing to show the way. Nagel right there, hot on his heels into turn number 1. And I mean on his tire tracks off 2. Mady right there third. Into 3 out of 4 this time. 10 laps complete. 15 remain for Mike Shane, the Hamlin Hurricane. Mike Nagel Jr. Brian Mady, Marty Bunker, Jim O'Hara, Dusty Barton, Nick Branning. Mike Shane hits the middle of the speedway. Nagel was on it, trying to pounce on any chance he can get. Shane doesn't know how close he is. Off turn number 4. The M16 of Shane gonna bobble. Here comes Nagel, gonna try the inside. Shane pulls him up the backstretch. This time halfway, 13 in, 12 to go. For the Hamlin Hurricane, Mike Shane. The Marvel for Melrose, Mike Nagel Jr. They ride up the back straightaway. It's Shane and Nagel breaking away from the field. Then it's Brian Mady in position number 3. Again, a good run off turn 2 by Nagel, but he can't quite catch the M16 of Shane. Into 3 and 4. This time they're going to click lap number 15 in the books. Just 10 more remain for the M16 of Shane. Nagel, Mady, Bunker, O'Hara. Your top 5. 9 to go for Mike Shane. Can he gain the bounty? Nagel going to try everything in his power to reel him in. He'll set it into 3 and 4, trying to chase him down, but Mike Shane has been unbeatable in racing competition. Every heat race and every main so far in 2017, Mike Shane has parked it in victory lane. Shane is working on magic. 18 in, 8 to go, 7 laps to go as they ride it all the way around the Penn Can Speedway 3/8 mile oval. Nagel is trying every inch of the racetrack, trying to reel in the M16 of Mike Shane. Nagel second, Mady third, Bunker fourth, Barton fifth, O'Hara sixth. Mike Shane shows the way. One laps are in, 4 remain for the Hamlin Hurricane, Mike Shane. Yellow on the speedway. Off the turn, the green is out. They're back to racing. Mike Shane looking to double up tonight. But here comes Nagel with a good run off turn number 2. But Shane pulls away up the back straightaway. Nagel going to get another run off turn number 2, but Shane right there in the middle of the speedway. 22 in, 3 remain for Mike Shane, the Hamlin Hurricane. Nagel second. Mady third, Bunker fourth, O'Hara fifth. Parallel 6 are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway for the M16 of Mike Shane. Nagel rides there in position number 2. White flag is in the air one more time around the speedway for the M16 of Mike Shane. Into turn 3 and 4, Mike Shane, final time, checkered flag in the air. Picking up the win is Mike Shane for the 4th win in a row. Nagel second, Mady third, Bunker 4th, and 5th is Jim O'Hara. The Mike Chapman Trucking, Marchette's Garage, Safe Light Auto Glass, Himmer Graphics, Sharky's Rule M16. Doubling up tonight, 4 in a row. Mike Shane is your Sportsman feature winner.
Get no dirt on the car.
Mike, congratulations. You picked up the bounty. It's going to start again next week. And, man, you doubled up tonight.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the track was a little different between the first race and the second one, and we made some big adjustments for this next one, and it seemed to pay off pretty good. We were able to handle going through the ruts pretty good, and come up on top at the end of the night is always good.
Car was on a rail tonight, inside, outside. You had some competition there, and Nagel was right on your heels. But, man, this car was pulling them off the corners.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we got something figured out here. We're really pulling off the corners good. Actually, we're slowing down, getting in, hopefully coming out better, and missing the ruts, and whatever we have to do to win, so it helps out.
How about the people that got you back to victory lane for an unprecedented 4th in a row?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Elwood, my mom, dad, my son Colin, Ryan, my Uncle Butch. Well, everybody's here tonight that gets us through week in, week out to get the car back and forth, and we're going to have a lot of maintenance to do this week.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, he picked up the bounty. It'll be in effect next week as well for the 4th in a row, Mike Shane. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Gruber. Chris, congratulations. Welcome to Penn Can Speedway Victory Lane.
Thank you.
This car was on a rocket ship tonight. You had some bad luck to start the season, but this thing's been fast every night that you've had it out.
Yes, sir. Blew the motor up last Saturday. I got to thank Big Chuck Culbertson. We put a motor in there last night, and here we are.
Now, you started out racing towards the tail end of last season. It's got to feel great to get here to Victory Lane tonight, and you lapped up to second in the process.
Yes, sir. I just been wanting to get this first one out of my way, get the edge off. Now it's go time.
There you go. The field should be worried with go time because this thing was a rocket ship tonight. There's going to be a lot of people we want to thank to help you get here to Victory Lane for the first time.
First and foremost, I got to thank Towner Motorsports, especially Josh Towner. I mean, he's put a tremendous amount of work in this car. I got to thank USA Tents, Mad Designs, my wife. I mean, she tries. I get a little bitchy, but excuse my language, you know how it goes. Friends, family, and got to say a special thing. Today's my brother Casey's birthday. Happy birthday, brother.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations one more time. I'm sure we'll see you again the way this thing runs.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in his career, the driver of the 76 is factory stock feature winner Chris Gruber.